Hey everybody, how's it going? IntoWeapons back again with ya. Today I am going to be doing the first upgrade on this VEPR rifle. This is the VEPR 7.62x54R, and it's got the 16.5-inch barrel. As many of you know, I'm going to be doing a lot of customizations to this one. This is going to be the first series of that line of videos that will go over the customizations that I chose for this gun. The first one that I did here was a bone steel folding stock. This is a left-hand folder, and comes from Chris Bone Steel. You can actually get this through his website or a couple other distributors. It does not generally come with the M4 stock here. That was an additional add-on for $15 that I got. You're also able to get an add-on quick detach swivel sling for an extra $5. It does have the adapter that automatically comes with it, but if you want the actual swivel sling, you need to pay an extra $5 for that. But total for the package here, let me show you guys. Let me find out. Let's see. Total it was $174.99 plus the $5 for the swivel sling, and it actually was an extra $5 as well for the left-hand folder. If you get the right-hand folder, I guess it's the normal price. And an extra $15 for the M4 stock. Had a coupon from Sega Forum for $8.75, so total about $180 with shipping and handling, which was pretty good actually. I ordered it and I got a confirmation from Chris Bone Steel that it was going to be shipped the next day. I got it literally probably 3 or 4 business days later. I did notice in my initial package that I only got the swivel sling and the left side or left hand folder here. The M4 stock was missing. I sent him an email and left him a voicemail, and he had another one shipped out to me the very next day, and it just arrived today, which was not more than a day business later, so or 1 day business later. So he's got some really good customer service and really good shipping and handling over there. He really takes care of his customers, so I really do appreciate that from him. So what we're going to do today, guys, is take off the old thumbhole stock off this VEPR, put this new one on. I do have a pistol grip ordered for this guy, and that'll be a separate video once that comes in the mail. That should be arriving any day here. So let's go ahead and get started. To get this buttstock off, what we're going to need to do is remove it by using a flathead screwdriver. And right on the very bottom there's a cap here of the stock, and if you go ahead and remove the screw there, that's going to be the start of the process here. Once you get that off, what that does is exposes, kind of like any other AK-47, the pistol grip nut that's in there, and that is also a flathead screwdriver. You have to bear with me, guys. This is the first time I removed it from this particular rifle. I've removed hundreds of AK-47 buttstocks before, so it's very similar to that, and that's kind of what I'm just going off of my experience there. And I'm going to have to try to stay out of your camera shot here, but also be able to see what I'm doing. And this one's in there pretty tight, actually. Go ahead and remove that. And actually, I might not remove this one all the way. I might just loosen it and go from the top here and take a look at those screws as well. I don't think it makes a difference one way or another, but what I'm going to do is flip it over. We're going to remove the dust cover here. We're going to remove the spring. And we'll go ahead and remove the bolt just to get it out of our way. And inside there, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not, but down inside there's the bolt that's holding that pistol grip nut on there. And again, that's pretty standard for any AK. Otherwise, you do have 2 rear tang screws here that need to come out. We'll go ahead and start with those and get those loose, I guess, before we do that pistol grip one. And with any screws, when you're removing them, if they're in a spot that's got some visible metal, just be careful that you're not screwing up the finish of your gun by having your screwdriver jolt around or jump around and scratch that surface. The second one was locked in there pretty good. Seems like it's a pretty decent sized screw, as you can see there. And that loosened it up really well. As you can see, it's almost about to fall off there. So we'll go ahead and flip it around and continue on with this guy. Not again getting the camera shot way here so I can see what I'm doing. And there was a few different options for stocks on this gun. being that it's a slant cut receiver, it did limit it some, but I found that there are a lot of different adapters out there for the slant cut receivers made by a couple different companies that allow you really to put any kind of stock you want on this gun. They have a block type adapter that just slides right into the back of this receiver that converts the angle cut to a regular cut and allows you to use any standard AK furniture set that you want, or I should say stock set that you want on these guns, any kind of standard AK wood. I almost thought about buying one. They were pretty inexpensive actually. They're only about 30 bucks. So otherwise it does have, like this one is, the side folder. You just got to make sure it's ready for the angle cut, and you'll be all set. So we got that off. I'm just going to go ahead and leave that nut in there. If it does fall out, a lot of people ask, you know, how is this supposed to lay in there? And I'll show you here. If I can get that out. As you're looking at it, you want the thicker end of this bolt. If I can get closer up shot for you, to lay in there like that. I hope you guys can see that. But what it'll end up doing in effect is having the angle slant away from your trigger guard, and that obviously makes sense with the AK grip that a lot of you are familiar with. So we're going to kind of set that to the side. I believe this new grip is actually held in place by that pistol grip bolt right here. So I'm not going to be able to fully secure this gun without the pistol grip, but you'll at least get the idea of how this goes on and is installed. This particular one, there are some folding stocks out there that require that you remove the rear tang of your rifle. I definitely did not want to do any permanent modifications to my rifle, so I stayed away from those particular types of stocks. This one does not allow you, or require you, I should say, to remove the rear tang. And what I mean by rear tang is this thing that points out on the end here and gives the stability of the stock when you got it, a butt stock on there. So I do notice that the crisp bone steel stock here does come with a couple screws that we'll go ahead and replace. So we'll go ahead and just loosen that up and pull those out. I'm assuming you could probably use the original hardware that comes with the gun, or you can use this replacement, or that comes with this folding stock. I'm guessing either one doesn't make much of a difference. I'll probably just end up using the one that he provided, because it looks like it's going to work better. And actually, looking at it, those are totally two different screws, so it definitely will not work with the old hardware. So you are going to need to use the new hardware, which is perfectly fine. So what you're going to do is just slide this in, real easy, just like that. We'll go ahead and insert these screws. I noticed this front screw of the receiver here has a bolt, and actually, now that I look at it here, we kind of try to figure out how that bolt needs to go in there. But actually, I think what actually needs to happen is the bolt stays inside this housing, inside the folding stock, which is where that screw will end up coming in and making contact. So you do need to leave this bolt inside there like that. We'll slide that in again, just like that. Yeah, now I can see that bolt down inside there. We'll see if I can get let's see, it looks like a lot. There it is. Almost lost a screw. See if we can get that down in there. And if there's a difference between the size of these. No. And as long as you got some sort of grip on there, you know that you're getting some good contact with it. You're getting down in there. I'm locked in, so I know I got that bolt down in there. We'll go ahead and do this rear tang here. I don't have the best screwdriver set here, guys. In fact, I think this is a cheap set from Harbor Freight Tools. Should get a nicer set down here, something that's got a magnetized end and a nice grip on it. This has anything yet to be desired on this set, but it works. We'll screw this in nice and tight. I'll probably go back with a nicer screwdriver and make sure that these are nice and solid. The grip on these screwdrivers are pretty loose. But there we go. I mean, it's pretty solid even without having that pistol grip bolt holding it in there on the bottom part of the inside of the receiver. So very nice. The as you can see here, probably the finish on there, the fit is great. It comes together real nice. There aren't any spaces between the receiver and where that folding stock comes in. There's the bottom. Everything looks really good. Everything is super tight, very nice. We'll see if we can get the side folder to work here without having the correct type of pressure on it that's needed. I don't know if we're going to be able to do it here. There we go. So we were able to get that out over there. So you can see it folds up. Just like that. Folds out like that. Locks into place. Nice and tight. And there's the overall finished product there, guys. So just the first step on the upgrade of this VEPR. Next step will probably be that pistol grip. And just a foreword for you, I do have a Carolina shooter aluminum forend coming for this. Should look pretty cool. And a Krebs custom safety selector on the way. Just a few upgrades that are going to be happening in the near future. But otherwise, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you have any questions, feel free to let me know, guys. Otherwise, until next time, appreciate watching and take it easy.